What is dialectical behavior therapy, DBT? You might be picking up this workbook with a curious mind, perhaps having heard the term DBT floating around, or maybe a therapist has recommended it to you as a path forward. Whatever your reason, you've landed in the right place to understand what dialectical behavior therapy truly is and how it can profoundly impact your life. At its heart, DBT is a comprehensive, evidence-based therapy designed to help people manage intense emotions, reduce self-destructive behaviors, and improve their relationships with others. It offers a structured yet flexible framework, equipping you with concrete skills to navigate life's inevitable challenges with greater resilience and peace. Think of it as a robust toolkit, packed with practical strategies you can learn and apply every single day. This isn't just about coping, it's about building a life that feels genuinely worth living, full of purpose and connection. DBT was originally developed by Dr. Marsha Linehan in the late 1980s to treat individuals struggling with borderline personality disorder, a condition often characterized by extreme emotional dysregulation, impulsive behaviors, and unstable relationships. Linehan herself recognized the immense suffering these individuals experienced and saw a need for an approach that validated their pain while also empowering them to change. Her groundbreaking work combined traditional cognitive behavioral techniques with concepts of mindfulness and acceptance, creating a truly revolutionary treatment. The therapy proved so effective that its applications quickly expanded, demonstrating its power to help a much wider range of people facing similar struggles with emotions and relationships. It's a testament to its effectiveness that DBT has become a gold standard for many mental health challenges today. Now, let's unpack that rather academic-sounding name, dialectical behavior therapy. The word dialectical is key to understanding the philosophy behind DBT, and it might seem a little intimidating at first, but it's actually quite intuitive. Essentially, a dialectic is about finding a synthesis or balance between two seemingly opposing ideas or forces. In DBT, the primary dialectic is between acceptance and change. This means that we work towards accepting ourselves, our current circumstances, and our emotions exactly as they are in the moment, without judgment. Simultaneously, we commit to actively working towards making necessary changes in our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors to build a better life. It's not one or the other, it's both at the same time, holding these two truths in tension. Imagine trying to change something about yourself you dislike. But first, you have to acknowledge and truly understand why it's there in the first place, and even accept that it's a part of you right now. This isn't about giving up on change or settling for less. Instead, it's about creating a solid foundation from which real and lasting change can emerge. When you feel truly seen and understood for who you are, it paradoxically makes it easier to take steps towards becoming who you want to be. This foundational principle challenges the black and white thinking that often traps us, encouraging us to see the shades of gray and the interconnectedness of different perspectives. It's a powerful shift from an either-or mindset to a more flexible both-and approach, opening up new possibilities for growth. Then there's the behavior therapy part, which highlights DBT's practical skill-based nature. This isn't just talk therapy where you endlessly discuss your past or your feelings without a clear path forward. Instead, DBT is highly structured and focuses on teaching you concrete skills that you can immediately apply to your daily life. It emphasizes that problematic behaviors, thoughts, and emotional responses are often learned, and therefore new, more effective ones can also be learned. This means we'll be diving into specific techniques, exercises, and strategies designed to help you regulate your emotions, navigate difficult situations, and improve your interactions with others. The focus is always on action and measurable change, moving you from understanding to doing. So putting it all together, dialectical behavior therapy is a unique and powerful approach that teaches you how to embrace the paradox of acceptance and change in your life. It acknowledges that your current experiences, emotions, and struggles are valid, even while it empowers you to develop new skills to shift what isn't working for you. This blend creates a deeply compassionate yet highly effective pathway to personal growth and emotional mastery. It's about finding that sweet spot where you can be gentle with yourself while also challenging yourself to grow beyond your comfort zone. This balance is what makes DBT so transformative, offering both validation and a clear roadmap for transformation. The beauty of DBT lies in its comprehensive skill sets, meticulously designed to address the core areas where many individuals struggle. Rather than offering a single solution, it provides a multifaceted approach, recognizing that emotional well-being is a complex interplay of various factors. By breaking down challenges into manageable skill areas, DBT makes the journey towards a more balanced and fulfilling life feel achievable. It's like learning to play a musical instrument. You don't just pick it up and play a symphony, but you learn individual notes, chords, and scales, gradually building your proficiency. Each skill you acquire in DBT adds another valuable tool to your personal repertoire, enhancing your overall capacity to thrive. DBT organizes its skills into 4 main modules, each addressing a critical aspect of emotional and relational health. These modules work together synergistically, meaning that the skills you learn in one area often support and enhance your abilities in another. They are not isolated lessons, but rather interconnected pieces of a larger puzzle, contributing to your overall well-being. Understanding these modules will give you a clear roadmap of the journey ahead in this workbook, helping you anticipate the valuable insights and practical tools you are about to discover. Each module offers a distinct set of strategies, yet all are united by the overarching goal of building a life worth living. The first core module is mindfulness, which teaches you how to pay attention to the present moment without judgment. This isn't about emptying your mind or becoming perfectly calm. Rather, it's about observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise, much like watching clouds pass by in the sky. Mindfulness skills help you become more aware of your internal experiences and external environment, allowing you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. It's about learning to be fully present in your life, noticing what's happening right now, which is a foundational skill for all other DBT modules. Developing this awareness helps you step back from overwhelming emotions and gain a clearer perspective. Next, we have distress tolerance, a module specifically designed for those moments when you feel overwhelmed by intense emotions and can't immediately change the situation. These skills teach you how to get through a crisis without making things worse, focusing on accepting reality, self-soothing, and distracting yourself in healthy ways. When you're in emotional agony, the natural impulse might be to engage in self-destructive behaviors to escape the pain, but distress tolerance offers alternative, constructive pathways. It's about building your capacity to withstand emotional storms, knowing that they will eventually pass, and preventing impulsive actions that you might later regret. This module empowers you to ride the wave of difficult emotions rather than being swept away by them. The third module is Emotio and Regulation, which provides skills to help you understand, experience, and change your emotions more effectively. This isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it's about identifying what you're feeling, understanding why you're feeling it, and learning how to reduce the intensity of unwanted emotions. You'll learn strategies to increase positive emotions, decrease negative emotions, and even prevent emotional dysregulation from spiraling out of control. It's about becoming the master of your emotional world, rather than being a slave to it, allowing you to experience a wider range of feelings without being consumed by them. These skills help you build emotional resilience and stability. Finally, we delve into interpersonal effectiveness, a module focused on helping you build and maintain healthy relationships while respecting your own needs and boundaries. These skills teach you how to ask for what you want or need, say no effectively, and resolve conflicts in a way that respects both yourself and others. It's about navigating social situations with confidence, communicating clearly, and fostering connections that are supportive and fulfilling. If you've ever struggled with expressing yourself, setting limits, or feeling heard in your relationships, these skills will be incredibly valuable. They empower you to create a network of relationships that truly enrich your life, moving beyond patterns of people-pleasing or aggressive communication. Together, these four modules form a holistic and incredibly powerful approach to mental well-being. They equip you with a comprehensive set of tools to address various aspects of your life, from managing your internal emotional world to effectively navigating your external relationships. The beauty is that these skills are not just theoretical concepts. They are practical, actionable techniques that you can practice and integrate into your daily routine. By consistently applying these skills, you'll gradually build a stronger foundation for emotional resilience, leading to greater stability, peace, and satisfaction in your life. This integrated approach ensures that you are addressing all facets of your experience. While DBT initially gained recognition for its effectiveness in treating borderline personality disorder, its benefits extend far beyond that specific diagnosis. Today, DBT is widely used to help individuals struggling with a broad spectrum of challenges, including chronic anxiety, depression, eating disorders, substance abuse, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Essentially, anyone who experiences intense emotions, struggles with impulsive behaviors, faces interpersonal difficulties, or needs better ways to cope with stress can benefit immensely from learning these skills. This workbook is designed to make these powerful tools accessible to a diverse audience, regardless of whether you have a formal diagnosis or are simply seeking to enhance your emotional intelligence and coping abilities. Ultimately, DBT is about empowerment. It's about recognizing that while you may not always be able to control your initial emotional reactions or external circumstances, you absolutely can control how you respond to them. This therapy provides you with the agency to become an active participant in your own healing and growth, giving you the tools to shape your life in alignment with your values and goals. It's a journey of self-discovery and skill acquisition that can fundamentally change your relationship with yourself and the world around you. You are not a passive recipient of therapy. You are an active learner and the architect of your own well-being. As you embark on this journey through the DBT Skills Workbook, remember that this is a process, not a quick fix. There will be moments of challenge and moments of triumph, but with consistent practice and a commitment to applying these skills, you will undoubtedly experience profound and lasting positive changes. This workbook is your guide, offering clear explanations and practical exercises to help you master awareness, emotions, and relationships. Embrace the dialectic of acceptance and change, and prepare to unlock your inner strength to build a life that is truly worth living. Your dedication to learning these skills is the first and most crucial step toward a more balanced and fulfilling future. The core principles of DBT. DBT isn't just a random assortment of coping mechanisms. It's a deeply thoughtful and comprehensive approach built upon a few powerful interconnected ideas that, when truly understood and put into practice, can profoundly transform your life. At its very heart lies a unique philosophy that encourages us to look at seemingly opposite truths and find a way for them to not only coexist, but also to complement each other. This isn't about forcing yourself to choose one rigid path over another, but rather about learning to walk both paths simultaneously, understanding that real and sustainable growth often happens in that nuanced, flexible middle ground. These core principles are the unwavering bedrock upon which all the practical, actionable skills you'll learn throughout this workbook are meticulously built, providing a sturdy framework for cultivating a more balanced, peaceful, and ultimately fulfilling existence. They offer a refreshing and empowering perspective on how we perceive our struggles, equipping us with the tools to navigate life's inherent complexities with newfound wisdom, grace, and resilience. Embracing these foundational concepts isn't just an intellectual exercise. It's your essential first step towards truly mastering the life-changing skills that will follow in subsequent chapters. The most defining and perhaps most revolutionary principle of DBT is dialectics, a term that might sound academic but describes a remarkably simple yet profoundly impactful idea. Two seemingly opposing ideas or truths can both exist simultaneously and be valid in the same moment. Consider this: you can deeply love a family member and simultaneously feel incredibly frustrated or hurt by their actions. Or on a more personal level, you can genuinely accept yourself exactly as you are right now, flaws and all, and still hold a strong, unwavering desire and commitment to meaningful personal change and growth. This isn't about contradiction or hypocrisy. It's fundamentally about synthesis, about developing the capacity to hold both realities without judgment, without feeling the urgent need to pick a definitive side, and without succumbing to the pressure of an either-or choice. This powerful ability to embrace paradox is precisely what allows us to move beyond rigid, black and white thinking, which so often traps us in unproductive cycles of suffering, emotional stagnation, and self-criticism. Breaking free from the confines of black and white thinking is nothing short of revolutionary, especially when you're grappling with intense emotions, challenging relationships, or deeply ingrained patterns of behavior. Instead of feeling perpetually stuck between two impossible or mutually exclusive choices, the principle of dialectics actively invites us to explore and embody the liberating both-and perspective. It fundamentally helps us understand that while our pain, our struggles, and our current circumstances might be undeniably valid and deeply real, there is always, simultaneously, an expansive space for hope, for improvement, and for significant change to occur. This principle teaches us to compassionately validate our current experiences, our feelings, our thoughts, our sensations, our struggles, while simultaneously encouraging and gently pushing us towards growth, new insights, and more effective ways of coping. It is this delicate, intricate dance between radical acceptance and committed change that truly unlocks the profound, transformative power of DBT, paving the way for a more compassionate, effective, and ultimately empowering approach to navigating both our inner emotional worlds and our outer interpersonal landscapes. Before we can ever hope to effectively change our emotions, improve our relationships, or tolerate distress, we first need to gain a clear, non-judgmental understanding of what's actually happening within us and around us in any given moment. This crucial awareness is precisely where mindfulness enters the picture, serving as the absolute non-negotiable cornerstone upon which all other DBT skills are built. Mindfulness, in its simplest yet most profound form, is about intentionally paying attention, on purpose, to the present moment, without attaching any judgment or labels of good or bad to what you observe. It means consciously noticing your thoughts as they spontaneously float by like clouds in the sky, observing your emotions as they gently rise and fall within your body, and sensing your physical body's reactions and sensations, all without getting tangled up in them or allowing them to completely overwhelm you. It's about taking a deliberate step back and becoming a curious, compassionate observer of your own internal and external experience, rather than being swept away by it. To illustrate, imagine your mind as a bustling, vibrant street filled with constant traffic. Your thoughts, feelings, and impulses are like the diverse array of cars, buses, and pedestrians constantly passing by. Mindfulness teaches you to consciously choose to stand calmly on the sidewalk, observing the flow of traffic, instead of impulsively jumping into every single vehicle that goes by or trying to control its direction. This consistent practice helps to create a vital, empowering space, a moment of pause between you and your automatic reactions, providing you with a precious opportunity to thoughtfully choose how to respond rather than simply reacting on autopilot. It's about truly being present and fully engaged in whatever you are doing, whether you're savoring a meal, actively listening to a friend, feeling a powerful wave of sadness, or simply walking down the street. By diligently cultivating mindfulness, you build a stronger, more authentic connection to yourself, to your immediate experiences, and to the world around you, which is an absolutely essential first step toward achieving genuine emotional mastery and living a more intentional, purpose-driven life. Life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, inevitably throws curveballs, bringing forth moments of intense emotional pain or acute crisis that can feel utterly overwhelming, unbearable, and seemingly insurmountable. In these moments of extreme distress, our natural, often primal, instinct might be to react impulsively, perhaps engaging in behaviors that, while offering temporary relief, only serve to make things significantly worse in the long run. This is precisely where the invaluable principle of distress tolerance becomes a literal lifeline, providing you with the skills to navigate the storm. It's fundamentally about learning how to effectively survive these acute moments of intense emotional distress without resorting to destructive coping mechanisms, self-harm, or making an already difficult situation even more complicated or damaging. The primary goal here isn't to magically make the pain disappear instantly, which is often unrealistic, but rather to skillfully get through the crisis safely and effectively, without causing any further harm to yourself or to your relationships. Consider distress tolerance skills as an essential mental first aid kit specifically designed for emotional emergencies, ready to be deployed when your feelings are at their most intense. These powerful techniques empower you to consciously ride out the emotional storm when your feelings are at their absolute peak, helping you to manage the immediate, overwhelming intensity until the wave of emotion naturally begins to recede and pass. They teach you creative ways to distract yourself from the immediate pain, to gently soothe your senses through calming activities, or to deliberately improve the moment you are in with simple, positive, and affirming actions. This principle profoundly acknowledges that sometimes the absolute best you can do in a crisis is simply to endure the feeling and prevent the situation from escalating into something more damaging. By consistently practicing these vital skills, you build an invaluable capacity to withstand even the most turbulent emotional hurricanes, knowing deep down that you possess the inner tools to navigate even the most challenging internal landscapes without losing your footing or succumbing to destructive impulses. Beyond simply surviving intense emotions when they strike, DBT also provides a systematic framework for understanding, managing, and ultimately changing our emotional experiences in a healthy and adaptive way. This crucial process forms the very core of emotion regulation. It's about learning to recognize that emotions aren't just random, inconvenient occurrences that happen to us. Rather, they serve incredibly important purposes, acting as vital signals that communicate information about our internal state, our needs, and our external environment. This principle meticulously guides us in accurately identifying precisely what we're feeling, understanding the underlying reasons why we're feeling it, and then applying specific, evidence-based strategies to reduce the intensity of unwanted or overwhelming emotions, or even to shift them towards more helpful and adaptive emotional states. It represents a proactive, empowering approach to cultivating lasting emotional well-being, moving us from a place of feeling like passive victims of our feelings to becoming their skilled, confident, and compassionate navigators. The process of effective emotion regulation involves several key, sequential steps that build upon each other for maximum impact. First, it requires accurately identifying and labeling your emotions, which, surprisingly, can be quite a difficult and nuanced task for many individuals who haven't practiced this skill. Next, it's about understanding the function or message of that particular emotion. What is it genuinely trying to tell you, and what needs might it be signaling? Then you learn a range of practical, proactive skills designed to decrease your overall emotional vulnerability, such as consistently taking excellent care of your physical body through adequate sleep, balanced nutrition, and regular movement. Finally, it involves specific, targeted techniques to change unwanted emotions directly, such as practicing opposite action, where you intentionally do the opposite of what the emotion urges, or engaging in effective problem solving to address the root cause of the emotion. This principle collectively empowers you to build a more stable, resilient emotional baseline, significantly reducing extreme mood swings and fostering a much greater sense of mastery and control over your intricate inner world. As inherently social beings, our relationships with others profoundly impact our overall well-being, shaping our sense of self, our safety, and our joy. The interpersonal effectiveness principle focuses specifically on equipping us with the skills to navigate these crucial connections with greater clarity, skill, and unwavering confidence. It's fundamentally about learning how to communicate our needs and desires effectively, how to establish and maintain healthy, respectful boundaries, how to preserve our self-respect even in challenging interactions, and ultimately, how to build stronger, more fulfilling, and genuinely reciprocal relationships. This isn't about manipulation or always getting your own way at the expense of others. Rather, it's about finding a delicate yet powerful balance between assertiveness, advocating for yourself, and maintaining positive, respectful connections with those around you. It teaches you the precise ways to ask for what you truly want or need, and how to gracefully yet firmly say no to unwanted requests or demands, all while simultaneously preserving the integrity and importance of your relationships. Think for a moment about a time you struggled immensely to voice your honest opinion, or perhaps you felt taken advantage of simply because you found it impossible to say no to someone. Interpersonal effectiveness skills are meticulously designed to provide you with concrete, actionable strategies for navigating these incredibly common and often frustrating dilemmas. These skills guide you in approaching difficult conversations with confidence, resolving conflicts constructively without resorting to aggression or passive aggression, and negotiating effectively with others in a way that consistently respects both your own vital needs and the legitimate needs of those around you. This principle helps you evolve into a more articulate, persuasive, and ultimately more effective communicator, empowering you to advocate for yourself and your values without sacrificing or damaging the important relationships in your life. By diligently mastering these essential skills, you can foster mutual respect, significantly reduce misunderstandings, and proactively build a robust network of support that genuinely enhances and enriches your entire life. While we've taken the time to explore each of these powerful DBT principles individually, it's absolutely vital to grasp that they do not operate in isolation. In fact, they are deeply and intricately interconnected, forming a synergistic, holistic system that profoundly supports your overall psychological well-being. Mindfulness, for instance, serves as the essential, foundational skill that allows you to observe and accurately identify your emotions before you can effectively regulate them or tolerate intense distress. Similarly, interpersonal effectiveness often requires a strong foundation in emotion regulation to help you remain calm and centered during potentially difficult or emotionally charged conversations. Furthermore, distress tolerance skills become invaluable when you're managing the inevitable anxiety or discomfort that might arise when you're setting firm boundaries or asking for what you need. Each individual piece of the DBT puzzle actively strengthens and enhances the others, collectively creating a robust and adaptable toolkit for navigating life's myriad challenges with greater ease and efficacy. This profound interconnectedness among the principles is precisely what makes DBT such an incredibly powerful, comprehensive, and truly holistic approach to mental health and personal growth. It keenly recognizes that our intricate inner experiences, our thoughts, our feelings, our physical sensations, and our urges are constantly and dynamically interacting with our outer world, our relationships, our immediate environment, and our deliberate actions. Therefore, to achieve genuine, deep, and lasting change in our lives, it absolutely requires addressing all these interconnected areas simultaneously and with intention. You will quickly discover that as you consistently practice and apply skills from one specific module, they naturally enhance and bolster your ability to effectively utilize skills from another, creating a beautiful and expansive ripple effect of positive transformation that permeates every aspect of your life. It's not just about patching up individual problems in isolation. Rather, it's about building a comprehensive, integrated skill set that empowers you for life. Embracing and embodying these core DBT principles is much more than simply managing uncomfortable symptoms or temporarily getting by. It's fundamentally about actively cultivating and creating a life truly worth living, a life brimming with purpose, authentic connection, profound meaning, and genuine emotional freedom. By consciously integrating dialectics, mindfulness, rest tolerance, emotion regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness into your daily routine and your way of being, you are actively and powerfully shaping a more resilient, more compassionate, and ultimately more capable version of yourself. This transformative journey is all about moving from a place of feeling chronically overwhelmed, powerless, and out of control to one where you consistently feel empowered, highly capable, deeply connected to your own inner wisdom, and fully in command of your life's direction. It's an open invitation to step boldly into a life where you are the conscious, deliberate author of your own emotional experience and personal narrative. Always remember, the process of learning, understanding, and diligently applying these powerful principles is an ongoing journey, not a fixed, finite destination you simply arrive at. There will undoubtedly be moments of profound triumph and exhilarating progress, alongside moments of genuine struggle, frustration, and perceived setbacks. And it's absolutely crucial to recognize that both are perfectly normal, valuable, and even necessary parts of this transformative process. Approach this workbook and your personal practice with an open mind, genuine curiosity, unwavering patience, and a deep willingness to practice consistently, even and especially when it feels challenging or uncomfortable. Each principle offers a unique, insightful lens through which to view your experiences and a new, effective set of tools to navigate them successfully. By committing yourself to understanding and diligently implementing these foundational ideas, you are actively laying down the strongest, most resilient groundwork possible for profound, lasting personal growth, paving the way for a truly balanced, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling existence. Who can benefit from this workbook? This workbook is designed for a wide range of individuals, all seeking to build a more balanced and fulfilling life. It's not just for those with a specific diagnosis, but for anyone looking to understand their emotions better and navigate life's challenges with greater skill. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by your feelings, struggled to connect with others, or found yourself in a crisis without a clear path forward, then you've picked up the right guide. This resource offers practical, evidence-based tools to help you develop essential life skills, empowering you to take control of your emotional well-being. It serves as a compassionate companion on your journey towards personal growth, providing clear steps and exercises to apply in your daily life. Regardless of your background or current situation, the principles within these pages can offer profound benefits. Perhaps you found yourself caught in a whirlwind of intense emotions, experiencing mood swings that feel impossible to control. One moment you might feel incredibly sad, the next consumed by anger, or perhaps a persistent sense of emptiness lingers in the background. These experiences, often described as emotional dysregulation, can make daily life feel like a constant uphill battle. This workbook provides specific strategies to help you identify these intense emotional states, understand their triggers, and most importantly, learn how to effectively manage them. You'll discover techniques to soothe yourself during overwhelming moments and develop a greater sense of emotional stability, allowing you to respond to situations rather than react impulsively. It's about building a toolkit to navigate the stormy seas of your inner world with more confidence and calm. For many, the complexities of relationships can be a significant source of stress and difficulty. Maybe you struggle to communicate your needs clearly, find it hard to set healthy boundaries, or often feel misunderstood by those around you. Navigating conflict can seem daunting, leading to avoidance or explosive arguments that leave you feeling drained and disconnected. This workbook offers invaluable skills in interpersonal effectiveness, teaching you how to build and maintain healthier connections. You'll learn how to ask for what you need, say no respectfully, and resolve disagreements in a way that preserves your relationships and your self-respect. These skills are crucial for fostering deeper, more meaningful bonds with family, friends, partners, and even colleagues. It's about transforming how you interact with the world around you, creating more fulfilling and supportive connections. Life inevitably throws curveballs, and sometimes these moments feel like genuine crises, overwhelming our ability to cope. When you're in intense emotional pain, it can be incredibly difficult to think clearly or find a way out. This workbook equips you with powerful distress tolerance skills designed to help you survive these tough moments without making things worse. You'll learn techniques to calm your body and mind when emotions are at their peak, allowing the intensity to pass without resorting to harmful coping mechanisms. These strategies are not about ignoring your pain, but about enduring it in a skillful way until you can address the situation more effectively. They are your lifeline during emotional storms, teaching you how to ride the wave until it subsides. If you are currently engaged in dialectical behavior therapy with a therapist, consider this workbook an indispensable companion to your ongoing work. It serves as an excellent supplementary resource, reinforcing the skills you're learning in individual and group sessions. The exercises and explanations within these pages will deepen your understanding of DBT principles, allowing you to practice and integrate them more thoroughly into your daily life. Your therapist can guide you on how to best utilize this workbook alongside your treatment plan, helping you to track your progress and apply the skills in real-time situations. This workbook acts as a personal coach, providing constant support and opportunities for skill rehearsal between your therapy appointments. It's a chance to solidify your learning and truly make these life-changing skills your own. Mental health professionals will find this workbook a valuable tool, whether for recommending to clients or for personal reference. It offers a structured and accessible way to introduce core DBT concepts and exercises to individuals who might benefit from them. You can use it to support clients who are new to DBT, provide homework assignments that reinforce therapy sessions, or even as a quick reference for yourself when explaining specific skills. The clear, actionable format makes it easy to integrate into various therapeutic approaches, enhancing your ability to equip clients with practical coping mechanisms. This resource can streamline the learning process, allowing clients to engage with the material at their own pace and apply skills directly to their unique challenges. It's a pragmatic addition to any professional's toolkit designed to empower clients on their journey towards emotional mastery. Beyond clinical applications, this workbook is also perfectly suited for anyone committed to personal growth, mindfulness, and enhancing their emotional intelligence. Even if you haven't received a diagnosis or aren't currently in therapy, the skills taught in DBT are universally beneficial for improving overall well-being. If you're looking to cultivate a stronger sense of self-awareness, manage everyday stress more effectively, or simply build a more resilient mindset, this guide is for you. It provides a structured pathway to understanding your inner world, fostering greater emotional regulation, and developing more effective communication patterns. Embrace this opportunity to invest in yourself, learning valuable tools that can enrich every aspect of your life and help you thrive. This journey of self-discovery will empower you to live more intentionally and with greater peace. This workbook is particularly effective for motivated readers who are willing to actively engage with the material and apply new skills. It's not a passive read. Rather, it's an interactive journey that requires your participation and commitment. The true benefits emerge when you dedicate time to the exercises, reflect on your experiences, and consistently practice the skills in your daily life. Think of it as a gym for your emotional muscles. Consistent effort yields significant results. If you are ready to put in the work, to observe your patterns, and to experiment with new ways of responding, then this workbook will be an incredibly powerful resource for you. Your willingness to engage makes all the difference in transforming knowledge into lasting change. What sets this workbook apart is its emphasis on an actionable, skill-focused approach to mental health. Instead of merely discussing concepts, it provides concrete techniques and step-by-step instructions that you can immediately put into practice. Each section is designed to break down complex ideas into manageable skills, complete with exercises that help you internalize and master them. This isn't about quick fixes, but about building a repertoire of effective coping strategies that you can rely on throughout your life. You'll move beyond just understanding why you feel a certain way to learning how to skillfully respond to those feelings, fostering a sense of mastery and empowerment. This practical framework ensures that you gain tangible tools for lasting emotional well-being. Ultimately, the goal of this workbook is to help you cultivate balance, reduce suffering, and build a more fulfilling life. By mastering awareness, emotions, and relationships, you'll find yourself better equipped to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and resilience. The skills you gain here will empower you to create a life that feels meaningful and aligned with your values, rather than being dictated by intense emotional reactions or challenging circumstances. This journey is about embracing change, accepting yourself, and actively working towards the kind of life you truly desire. It's an investment in your mental and emotional health, promising a future where you feel more in control and at peace. A wonderful aspect of this workbook is that you don't need any prior experience with DBT or extensive psychological knowledge to get started. Everything is explained clearly and concisely, building foundational understanding before diving into more complex skills. Whether you're completely new to self-help resources or a seasoned explorer of personal development, the material is presented in an accessible way. We've structured it to be user-friendly, ensuring that anyone willing to learn can benefit from its teachings. This makes it an ideal starting point for your journey into emotional mastery, providing a welcoming and supportive environment for learning and growth. You are exactly where you need to be to begin transforming your life. Consider this workbook as laying a solid foundation for lasting positive change in your life. The skills you develop are not temporary fixes, but rather enduring tools that will serve you well for years to come. By consistently applying these DBT principles, you'll gradually rewire your responses to stress, improve your communication patterns, and cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace. This journey is about building resilience, developing self-compassion, and ultimately creating a life worth living, one skillful step at a time. The investment you make in learning these strategies now will yield dividends in terms of your emotional health, relationships, and overall quality of life far into the future. How to use this workbook effectively. This workbook is much more than just a collection of pages to read. It's a powerful toolkit specifically designed to help you actively shape a more balanced and fulfilling life for yourself. To truly unlock its immense potential and benefit from its teachings, approaching it with a clear intention and a well-thought-out strategy is absolutely crucial. Think of this resource as your very own personal guide, one that genuinely requires your dedicated and active participation to truly make a profound difference in your daily existence. Simply flipping through the pages quickly won't bring about the lasting, meaningful change you are seeking. Instead, it is the consistent effort and your honest, heartfelt engagement that will ultimately yield the most significant and rewarding results. This particular section will carefully walk you through a series of practical ways to maximize your learning experience and ensure you extract the very best out of every single exercise and skill presented within these pages. Our deepest desire is for you to feel completely empowered and fully equipped to transform your emotional landscape and significantly improve your relationships. And that vital journey begins right here, with understanding how to effectively utilize this powerful resource. Consider this section your essential roadmap to making every single moment you spend with this workbook count meaningfully towards your personal growth and lasting well-being. First and foremost, it is incredibly important to remember that engaging with this workbook is far from a passive reading experience. Instead, consider it an interactive and deeply personal journey of self-discovery. The various exercises, thought-provoking questions, and practical prompts meticulously crafted within these pages are not merely suggestions, but rather open invitations for you to actively participate, experiment, and truly explore new ways of being. Do not simply read about a skill and move on. Make a conscious effort to genuinely try it out, even if the initial attempt feels a bit awkward, uncomfortable, or entirely unfamiliar to you. Engaging directly with the material means diligently writing down your authentic thoughts, thoroughly completing all the provided worksheets, and honestly reflecting on your personal experiences as you go. This hands-on, experiential approach is precisely where the most profound and lasting learning truly happens, allowing you to move significantly beyond a purely theoretical understanding to a robust and practical application in your everyday life. Your brain is wired to learn most effectively by doing, so consciously treat each activity as a unique personal experiment, specifically designed to help you discover what genuinely works best for your individual needs and circumstances. Wholeheartedly embrace this dynamic process of active learning, as it truly represents the fundamental cornerstone for effectively mastering any new and valuable skill. Without a doubt, consistency will prove to be your most powerful and unwavering ally on this transformative path towards cultivating genuine emotional well-being and stability. It is demonstrably far more effective to dedicate a short, regular amount of focused time each day, or perhaps a few times each week, rather than attempting to cram everything into one single, overwhelming long session. Consider the fundamental process of building any new healthy habit. It is always small, consistent, and deliberate steps that reliably lead to lasting and profound change, whereas sporadic and inconsistent efforts often quickly fizzle out without much impact. Make a conscious effort to set aside a specific, non-negotiable time each day or week, even if it's just a dedicated 15-20 minutes, during which you can concentrate fully without any external interruptions. This regular and disciplined practice is absolutely essential, as it helps to deeply reinforce the vital skills you are learning, gradually weaving them seamlessly into the very fabric of your everyday life. Just like consistently exercising a physical muscle makes it stronger, your emotional and relational skills will similarly grow exponentially stronger with consistent and deliberate use, making them far more readily available and effective precisely when you need them most. Make a firm commitment to consistently showing up for yourself with this workbook, and you will undoubtedly be amazed at the significant progress and positive changes you will ultimately achieve over time. To truly immerse yourself and deeply dive into the transformative exercises presented in this workbook, creating a dedicated and genuinely safe space for your practice sessions is an incredibly helpful and beneficial step. This does not, by any means, imply that you need access to a fancy, specially designed studio or a perfectly silent retreat. It simply means actively finding a quiet corner or a peaceful spot in your home where you know you won't be easily distracted or unexpectedly interrupted. Make a conscious effort to turn off your phone, close any unnecessary tabs on your computer, and gently let others in your household know that you require some uninterrupted, focused time for yourself. This intentional creation of a dedicated environment subtly yet powerfully signals to your mind that it is now time to truly focus on your personal growth journey, thereby allowing you to engage much more deeply and meaningfully with the workbook's material. A calm, private, and undisturbed setting naturally fosters an essential atmosphere of introspection and self-reflection, making it considerably easier to explore challenging emotions or diligently practice new, effective coping mechanisms without feeling rushed or exposed. Treat this designated time and space as something truly sacred, a precious gift you are consciously giving yourself for essential self-care and profound personal development, entirely free from the usual demands and external pressures of your day. The overall effectiveness and profound impact of this entire workbook will ultimately hinge very significantly on your unwavering willingness to be completely honest and transparent with yourself throughout all the exercises and reflective prompts. It is absolutely crucial to understand that there is genuinely no right or wrong answer when it comes to your deeply personal feelings, thoughts, or lived experiences. So consciously allow yourself the freedom to fully explore them without any trace of self-judgment or harsh criticism. Make sure to write down exactly what truly comes to mind for you, even if those thoughts or feelings initially seem uncomfortable, confusing, or a bit messy. This raw, unfiltered honesty is absolutely essential for embarking on a journey of genuine self-discovery and meaningful insight. The carefully crafted reflection prompts are specifically designed to gently help you dig much deeper into your inner world, to clearly understand your established patterns of thinking and behaving, and to precisely identify those specific areas where you can experience the most significant growth. Do not, under any circumstances, rush through these incredibly vital sections, as they are fundamentally crucial for truly integrating new insights into your awareness and making these newfound understandings genuinely your own. Embracing a healthy sense of vulnerability in your self-reflection creates an incredibly powerful and resilient foundation for lasting change, effectively paving the way for authentic and profound personal transformation that will serve you well. It is incredibly important to constantly remind yourself that truly learning and mastering new skills, particularly those intricate ones related to effectively managing intense emotions and significantly improving your complex relationships, naturally takes both considerable time and consistent effort. You will undoubtedly encounter moments when you feel genuinely frustrated when a particular skill doesn't seem to click or make sense immediately, or when it honestly feels as though you are taking two steps backward instead of moving forward. During these inevitable and challenging times, it is absolutely vital to consciously practice radical self-compassion, extending abundant kindness to yourself. Make a deliberate choice to treat yourself with the very same kindness, profound understanding, and unwavering patience that you would undoubtedly offer to a dear and struggling friend. Actively avoid engaging in harsh self-criticism or negative self-talk, as this toxic pattern only serves to significantly hinder your progress and makes the entire learning process much more difficult and unpleasant. Understand deeply that occasional setbacks, moments of confusion, or temporary regressions are a completely normal and inherent part of any genuine learning and growth process, and they certainly do not negate all the valuable hard work and dedication you have already invested. Be genuinely patient with yourself. Sincerely acknowledge all your diligent efforts and gently, yet firmly, guide yourself back to the practice, always remembering that every single step forward, no matter how tiny or seemingly insignificant, still represents meaningful forward movement on your path. As you diligently engage with the profound material presented in this workbook, particularly when delving into the intricate emotion regulation and powerful distress tolerance sections, it is highly probable that you might unexpectedly encounter some uncomfortable feelings, challenging thoughts, or even difficult memories. This experience is a completely natural and often necessary part of the deeper healing and personal growth process, and it typically indicates that you are genuinely and bravely engaging with the core work at a meaningful level. Should you ever find yourself feeling overwhelmed or excessively distressed, please consciously remember to utilize the invaluable distress tolerance skills you are actively learning. Promptly take a brief break, consciously practice a self-soothing technique, or reach out to a trusted support person if you have one available. This comprehensive workbook is thoughtfully designed to empower and uplift you, not to intentionally cause further distress or discomfort. So always make your personal well-being and emotional safety your absolute highest priority. It is perfectly acceptable and healthy to slow down your pace, to revisit a particular skill or concept, or to simply pause entirely if you genuinely need to. Your emotional safety and psychological comfort are absolutely paramount throughout this entire transformative journey. Moreover, learning how to effectively navigate these challenging moments within a safe, structured context such as this workbook provides is a valuable and empowering skill in and of itself, contributing significantly to your overall resilience. The ultimate and most profound goal of engaging with this comprehensive workbook extends far beyond merely understanding the theoretical concepts of DBT skills. It is, in fact, to actively and consistently use these powerful tools in your everyday life. Do not make the mistake of keeping your invaluable learning confined solely to the pages of this book. Instead, consciously and actively look for abundant opportunities to diligently practice these newly acquired skills in a wide array of real-world situations you encounter daily. For example, did you just learn a brand new mindfulness technique? Make it a point to try it out during your daily commute, while doing routine chores, or even during a meal. Are you currently working on enhancing your interpersonal effectiveness? Then deliberately practice a specific communication skill in a conversation with a trusted friend, a family member, or a colleague. The more frequently and broadly you apply these versatile skills in various diverse contexts, the more natural, intuitive, and automatic they will progressively become for you. This active and consistent integration of skills helps to deeply solidify your learning and crucially ensures that these tools are readily available and accessible, precisely when you face unexpected challenges outside of your dedicated practice time. Make it a conscious and continuous effort to bridge the vital gap between theoretical understanding and meaningful, real-life application. It is absolutely vital to acknowledge that the process of learning and internalizing new skills is rarely, if ever, a perfectly linear progression. and it is therefore entirely normal and expected to occasionally forget specific details or feel a bit rusty on certain skills over a period of time. Please do not hesitate, even for a moment, to proactively review previous sections, reread explanations, or diligently revisit specific exercises whenever you feel a genuine need for reinforcement or clarification. Consider this comprehensive workbook as a dynamic and living document, a continuously valuable resource that you can confidently return to again and again as new challenges inevitably arise in your life, or as you progressively deepen your understanding of the concepts. Actively marking pages that particularly resonate with you, strategically highlighting key concepts, or diligently adding your own personal notes and reflections directly into the margins can make it significantly easier to quickly refer back to important information whenever it is required. Regularly reviewing the material not only helps to deeply reinforce your initial learning, but also crucially keeps these essential skills fresh and readily available in your mind, thereby ensuring they remain accessible and potent tools within your comprehensive emotional regulation toolkit. Your personal journey with DBT skills will undoubtedly evolve and deepen over time, and consequently, your engagement and interaction with this workbook will naturally transform as well. If you are currently engaged in therapy and working collaboratively with a qualified DBT therapist, this comprehensive workbook will serve as an exceptionally valuable and excellent complement to your ongoing individual sessions. Your dedicated therapist possesses the unique expertise to help you effectively personalize the various skills to your specific needs, provide constructive and insightful feedback on your practice attempts, and skillfully guide you through any particularly challenging exercises or concepts you may encounter. Consider this workbook as essential homework that directly and powerfully supports your established therapeutic goals, thereby allowing you to significantly deepen your understanding of the material and actively accelerate your progress between scheduled appointments. Make it a consistent habit to bring your diligently completed exercises, your thoughtful reflections, and any pertinent questions you may have directly to your therapy sessions. This proactive approach will undoubtedly make your valuable therapy time much more productive, focused, and highly targeted. Actively collaborating with your therapist by utilizing this workbook creates a powerful and synergistic dynamic, effectively maximizing the immense benefits derived from both individual therapy and your dedicated self-guided skill development efforts. This integrated approach ultimately allows for a much richer, more holistic, and deeply integrated learning experience that will propel your growth forward. For individuals who are thoughtfully choosing to use this empowering workbook entirely independently without the direct guidance of a formal therapist, please rest assured that it has been meticulously designed to function as a truly comprehensive and fully standalone resource. Your primary focus should be on diligently following all the instructions with utmost care, conscientiously completing every single exercise provided, and consistently dedicating ample time to honest, insightful self-reflection. While a skilled therapist can certainly offer invaluable personalized guidance and support, your own unwavering commitment, intrinsic motivation, and genuine willingness to actively engage with the material are, without question, the most crucial ingredients for achieving profound and lasting success. If you feel comfortable and it aligns with your preferences, consider forming a supportive peer group or openly discussing the workbook's concepts with a trusted friend or family member, as sharing insights and experiences can often significantly enhance your understanding and perspective. Throughout this self-guided journey, remember to consistently be your own compassionate and encouraging guide, generously celebrating your progress, no matter how small, and gently yet firmly redirecting yourself when you inevitably encounter difficulties or moments of uncertainty. Ultimately, this powerful workbook truly empowers you to confidently take charge of your emotional well-being and personal growth, even in the absence of formal therapeutic intervention, fostering incredible self-reliance. It is crucial to understand that DBT skills are absolutely not rigid, one-size-fits-all solutions that will magically work identically for everyone. What proves wonderfully effective for one individual might very well require slight, thoughtful adjustments to perfectly suit another person's unique needs. Therefore, we strongly encourage you to approach all the skills presented within these pages with an open spirit of profound curiosity, genuine exploration, and active experimentation. Please do not ever be afraid to thoughtfully tweak an exercise, modify a particular technique, or adapt a strategy to better suit your very own unique personality, specific life circumstances, or personal preferences. For instance, if a particular mindfulness exercise doesn't quite resonate with you initially, feel completely free to explore and try another one until you find what truly clicks. The overarching goal here is to genuinely find what specifically helps you manage your emotions more effectively and navigate your relationships with greater ease and wisdom. So feel entirely empowered to explore various adaptations and variations. This process of personal customization and thoughtful tailoring is precisely what makes the skills truly your own, ensuring they become deeply sustainable and highly effective tools within your personal emotional toolkit. Remember, your individual journey is inherently unique, and consequently, your personalized approach to mastering these powerful skills can and should be unique as well. As you diligently progress through the various sections and exercises within this workbook, make a very conscious and deliberate effort to consistently acknowledge and sincerely celebrate all your successes, no matter how seemingly small or insignificant they might initially appear. Perhaps you successfully used a distress-tolerant skill to navigate an intense moment instead of reacting impulsively. Or maybe you managed to communicate your needs more effectively and assertively in a challenging conversation with someone important. These invaluable moments of triumph, both big and small, are incredibly important and serve as powerful building blocks for significantly boosting your confidence and sustaining your motivation throughout this journey. Actively recognizing and appreciating your incremental progress powerfully reinforces positive behaviors and genuinely helps you to clearly see the tangible and positive impact of all your dedicated hard work. Please do not wait solely for monumental, life-altering shifts to pat yourself on the back. Every single little step forward, every conscious choice, and every moment of applying a new skill is a significant victory, absolutely worth celebrating with genuine enthusiasm. These consistent, small acknowledgments will powerfully fuel your continued commitment to growth and serve as constant reminders that your dedicated efforts are indeed making a profound and positive difference in your daily life and overall well-being. Ultimately, the true measure of using this invaluable workbook, effectively boils down to your unwavering and deep-seated commitment to yourself and to your personal mission of actively building a life that is genuinely worth living. Engaging with these skills is a profound and lasting investment in your mental health, the quality of your relationships, and your overall sense of well-being and personal fulfillment. There will undoubtedly be days when the work feels incredibly challenging, demanding significant effort and resilience, and other days when it feels profoundly rewarding, offering clear glimpses of progress. However, consistently showing up for yourself, even when it's difficult, is precisely what truly matters most on this transformative journey. Embrace this entire process with an open mind, a curious spirit, and a willing heart, knowing deeply that the powerful skills you gain here will continue to serve you long after you turn the final page of this workbook. This is your personal and powerful opportunity to consciously cultivate greater balance, significantly reduce unnecessary suffering, and actively create a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. One skill, one practice, and one conscious moment at a time. Your steadfast dedication to this empowering process is the undeniable key to unlocking a brighter, more emotionally resilient, and truly empowered future for yourself.